time. Mark. Ooh, I did hear that ring.
I did too. Now that, oh. There's a place so sacred, so beautiful and free. It's what we live our lives for, and it's where we long to be. We don't have much, but we always survive. We may not have money, but we have mountain time. Now it ain't a time zone, you can't find it on a map. It ain't where the crowds are, it's off the beaten path. From the back of a good horse, only way to get there, to where the wildflowers are plenty and there's freedom in the air. Listen to the sound of silence in the place where time stands still, where the ridgeline meets the skyline and the blue lupine grows high. I'd give my last dime to live on mountain time. Now some just see in pictures these mountains that we love, but we ride the ridgelines and we thank the Lord above for this place our hearts can rest, where our souls are free to roam. Some people call them mountains, we just call them home, where you listen to the sound of silence in the place where time stands still, where the ridgeline meets the skyline and the blue lupine grows high. I'd give my last time to live on mountain time. Now when I die, I know where I wanna go. I hope he gives me a good horse and lots of land to roam, my dog and my guitar and the one that I love. Oh Lord, when I die, send me back to mountain time, where you listen to the sound of silence in the place where time stands still, where the ridgeline meets the skyline and the blue lupine grows high. Oh Lord, when I die, send me back to mountain time, when the good Lord calls me home, call me home to mountain time.
Hello, and thank you for joining us again for another edition of Big Sky Bonus Tracks. My name is Mitch Lagge, and I have the pleasure of being joined here today by two wonderful musicians, Jess Rude, Levi Clem. Thank you guys so much for joining me here today.
Thanks for having us.
And a little bit about you guys that folks might not know. Two musicians, brother-sister duo from the Bighorn Basin area, specifically Powell, Wyoming, right?
Yep.
Correct.
I get all that right?
Yeah, perfect.
Awesome. And for folks that don't know you, what can you tell them about your music? What's like an overview, I guess, to start?
Well, we like a lot of kind of red dirt Texas country, and then we write, our own music too, some cowboy music, kind of. So
Cowboy, country, western.
yeah,
Is that the stuff you guys grew up on?
yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Like a lot of Chris Ledoux and Garth Brooks.
Shania Twain.
Shania Twain.
Lots of cassette tapes.
Yep.
Pretty Punchy, Where does your name come from? I just know you guys as Jess and Levi.
Yeah, we were trying to come up with a name for our duo, and he posted on Facebook and was like, hey, we need ideas, and someone said Pretty Punchy, and we went with it. So he does work cowboys for a living, so that the punchy part fits. I'm obviously the pretty one, so there you go.
There was a wild black stallion in the west, and you should know. Every cowboy that tried him was bound to get thrown. Was a big, strong stud horse with 4 deadly feet. Every man who tried him was bound to get beat. Steamboat was a bucking horse from the great state of Wyoming. We use him as our sample because it shows that we are free. Was a wild young cowboy in the west, and you should know. His name was Clayton Danks, and he got that big bronc road. Steamboat met his match one day at the daddy of them all, Cheyenne Frontier days, where the cowboy gave his all. Steamboat was a bucking horse from the great state of Wyoming. We use him as our sample because it shows that we are free. Even though he finally got rode, his legacy lives on. Steamboat's in the Hall of Fame, he can never be gone. Steamboat was a bucking horse from the great state of Wyoming. We use him as our sample because it shows that we are free. So the next time that you see that stamp, remember the greatest champ, Steamboat the bucking horse.
And you guys played us 3 songs tonight. 2 of them, I'm assuming, were written by you, Jess. The one was written by you, Levi.
Yep.
And I'm curious how the writing process works with both of you, because you're both obviously collaborative on each other's songs.
Well, usually goes, he'll send me, or vice versa, but send me his song in a text or whatever, like an audio.
Little voice note,
What do
voice
you call
memo.
that?
Right.
Yeah, whatever you call that. And I'll say, what do you think of this song? And I'm like, oh, cool. And then he'll play it at our next gig, and I'll figure out a harmony as we go.
So not exactly,
Kind of vice versa.
or it's not a precise science. It's kind of,
No, just kind of wing it. Honestly, because
Yeah.
we're just, both of us are always so busy, it's hard to like find time to sit down together and work on stuff. So we just kind of figure it out on the fly most of the time. Like
Yeah.
we figured out a harmony for your Mountain Time song on the drive up here.
Yeah.
it sounded good.
About how we do that.
I liked it. Speaking of that song, also Steamboat, also Hometown, a lot of themes and a lot of representation of where you're from, the western side of the country, Wyoming, be it Steamboat, mascot of University of Wyoming, right?
Yep.
How does that stuff continue to make its way into your music? Or why does it make its way into your music?
Well,
maybe?
for me, like the songs I write a lot of songs about like my lifestyle and stuff that I see and deal with every day. So like I ended up writing that Steamboat song because I read the book about Steamboat, and then I was like, man, like nobody's ever wrote a song about Steamboat, and he's like Wyoming's mascot, so it kind of blew my mind.
Right, you see him on ball caps everywhere. Like,
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah.
he's on the license plate. Like, there's got to be a song about him.
right?
So that's why I did that.
Yeah. And I like all the poetry in Mountain Time about coming back home, it seems like, a lot of that stuff, right?
Yeah, the mountains are very important to me. So I actually wrote that song. We were on a pack trip and we were just doing a day ride, and it just started coming to me. It actually was a fiddle part that I heard first in my head, which eventually that song will have a fiddle part once I learn how to play the fiddle better. But yeah, it just came to me, so I wrote that one that weekend while we were up in the hills. Yeah, and then Hometown, all of the songs I write are very personal, so it's kind of hard to be that vulnerable sometimes, but yeah, just all about life experiences that I've gone through or things I've seen, and yeah.
Mm-hmm. Do you guys have songs that you keep close to your chest that you're never going to play for Big Sky bonus tracks?
Yeah.
No,
No?
I don't get too personal.
What are the two personal ones about? Can I ask that?
Oh, being sad. There's just one song. I just think it's too sad for anyone else to ever hear. So.
Someone out there is feeling that way. When you're ready to
Probably.
release it, there will be a person,
Just
I'm
do
sure.
what Taylor Swift does and put them all out there.
Right?
Right.
Maybe someday. He gave me a ring summer before I started college. I headed out east to Goodland, Kansas. I knew someday I'd be back to marry that boy. Someday I'd be back to settle down in my hometown, yeah. I went to school in Wichita, Kansas, but I dropped out after just 1 year. That boy and I, we broke up and it broke my heart. I knew I had to get away from my hometown in Kansas. So I left to start again, find a new home, make a new plan. Just a lost girl trying to figure it out. Yeah, sometimes life, well, it don't go quite the way you planned. In my hometown, never felt like home. So I packed up and headed west, out of Kansas. Didn't stop for a state or two. And I found my heart lying somewhere under that Wyoming sky. The place was new, but I knew I'd finally found my home. Yeah, I left, started again, found a new home, made a new plan. Still a lost girl trying to figure it out. Yeah, sometimes life, well, it don't go quite the way you planned. In my hometown, never was my home.
perfect ring. We'll start our lives this July. And I'm living a love that younger me could never dream of. And I thank God that I got out of my hometown. But I gotta thank Goodland, Kansas for giving me everything. My first love, my first job, that ranch I grew up on. And I gotta thank my hometown for making me wanna leave. 'Cause now I'm right where I need to be. Yeah, I left, started again. Found a new home, made a new plan. Still a lost girl, trying to figure it out. Yeah, sometimes life, well, it don't go quite the way you planned. In my new town, I finally know